We're muted. Ladies and gentlemen, I caught myself quickly there. Where it's time for our second best of three of the day. This one is going to be a doozy. It's Team Tinker with a bit of a new roster taking on Team 4 Anchors. I'm LD of Beyond the Summit, and of course you are watching the Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup. This is a quick but fun tournament. All best of three matches, straight single elimination. 8 teams enter the tournament. 4 of them get prize money, and the other 4, they go home with very little time wasted. So it's a win-win for all the teams regardless, and nice appetizers. We get ready for the Dota 2 Asia Championships coming up in a week's time. With that said, the draft is underway. Game 1 has officially begun. I'm not alone here, though. I am joined by the one and only Fogged of Team Fire.
Radiant team pick.
Wow. Hello, my friend. How was Kiev?
It was interesting. I'm actually still trying to figure out how Mumble works. This is a disaster.
You sound beautiful, my friend.
It's just a continuous mic, though. I don't know how to fix it.
That's okay. Just don't don't murder anyone while your mic's on. At least mute it if you're gonna do that.
All right, I'm just worried because I've had some raccoon issues and my dog's been going ape shit, to say the least.
5 seconds remaining.
Anyway, but how are you doing?
I don't know what to say to that. I mean, Jesus, dude, you got issues.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so Fogged, the new Team Tinker. Have you played against them? Have you seen them in action? By the way, I think it's worth mentioning Bulldog is standing in for them. Is he potentially joining them? Because Arise was supposed to be on the team. Then I heard some rumblings that he's not on the team, and he never was. What's going on with Tinker right now? Clue me in.
I mean, like, what do you mean? You said, have I played them? The new Team Tinker, what do you mean by that?
Like, have you scrimmed against them? Have you seen them in action? Or?
I mean, I think that the change just happened, like, yesterday. I think this is Bulldog's, like, initiation, his first, like, few games.
Right. I mean, I guess they brought in Jarex pretty recently as well, so he's been with them for, what, like 2-3 weeks now? Something like that?
Yeah. As far as I know, I've heard they've been doing pretty well, but I guess they had some issues, sure.
Okay. So, looking across the way, you've got 4 Anchors. This team did extremely well at Dream League towards the end of last year. They were a big surprise. They took a lot of games off of big-name teams. The Matumba Man, I think, got a lot of new fans, first of all, for his awesome name, and then, of course, just for some great plays at the event. And they ended up falling a bit short, but well, we'll see Jarex now facing his old teammates. So it'll be an interesting showdown here.
And he's in the captain's seat.
Yeah, he's a pretty young player. But do you think he's ready for that role? Or do you know Jarex well personally, or not so much?
I actually don't really know him at all, unfortunately. But as far as I know, they draft as a team, so it's not really all the pressures on him.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about the draft here, Giannis. It's a troll first pick. Nothing too surprising there. Bans, the Ember Spirit band first phase, I guess, is the one slightly unusual ban, at least for me, having seen a lot of the CIS teams, a lot of the Chinese teams as of late. This is not generally a first ban hero in those scenes. And on the side of 4 Anchors, there's a Jug Dazzle first 2 picks. We've seen the plus and minus armor heroes are in vogue right now. Venge, Dazzle, little Bristleback here or there. And Tinker will get one of their own with the Aura stack now picking up the Venge.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, not too much out of the ordinary here. The same typical bans. Only Shockers was like the Skywrath ban. Ember is like a little weird, I guess, but the Skywrath one is like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's generally not a first phase ban, to be honest. Even teams that are picking it a lot rarely have it banned against them.
Yeah, I guess they must have been playing against each other or something and seen it. Because I know 4AC loves the Ember Spirit, but I didn't know they loved the Skywrath that much.
So, obviously you look at Tinker, great Roche lineup, very good at pushing. If they get anyone that right-clicks, they'll benefit a lot from this Troll Venge pick. So they're kind of single target heavy, not too much team fight control. And speaking of team fight, there are a lot of those heroes out there if either team wants to grab them. Tidehunter's still sitting out there, Puck now just banned. Doom is in the mix, though. He doesn't seem to be that popular with the Western European teams. Oh, yeah. We've seen a lot of Axe lately.
Yeah, that hero is something else, man. 10-second black hole cooldown. It's pretty strong. I mean, it depends on what these teams have been
10
playing together, but
seconds remaining.
let's see what we get. All right, we got a nice Storm ban, we got a Puck
5
ban.
seconds remaining.
Puck has like the worst win rate. Why are we banning a Puck?
That hero went,
Reserve time.
what, like 1 in 8 at Starlight or something?
Yeah, TC's the only one that actually won with it.
Yeah, I saw God's tweeted, Puck's a game-losing hero, and TC's like, not for me, man. Not for me.
TC was 9-0 that game, and then he died once because he messed up like a single phase shift. He had like the most perfect game.
Oh, TC. TC's really, he's really changed up his playstyle a lot with Fire lately, it feels like. He's playing a lot more of like these aggressive tempo controllers, and, well, you mentioned Axe.
Oh, there it is.
We get the Spin Lord to match wits with Juggernaut here.
Yeah, it should be pretty. I mean, it's pretty good versus Troll. It's not the best, but it does help you, take him off of a target so he's not focusing the entire time.
Yeah, pretty good against the minus armor from the Venge as well with the Berserker's Call. It's just a good tank against physical damage in general, and you imagine the Dazzle ultimate thrown on top of him. He'll be very durable here.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
I'm pretty excited to see who's playing one on Tinker, because I was talking
5
to some of them
seconds
earlier, and I'm hearing Bulba's back in the offlane.
Really? Are we going to see the Bulba clock make its
Reserve
return? I don't know if this is the best clock game though.
Yeah, it's okay. I have no idea what they could pick because I haven't really gotten a chance to see any of them. But
So
I
is
guess we'll see.
Bulldog playing the 1 then if Bulba's in the offlane, or?
Yeah, they were saying that Quakefa's mid, Sing Sing and Jerax are the supports, and Bulldog is the 1.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen Sing Sing on support. And Tinker will go for a Beastmaster, so
Radiant team
mass attack speed and damage stack here. This is a heavy deep style lineup. They're going full Adele.
I really like the Beastmaster too, especially if they run it in any similarity to how like Empire was. It's pretty dominant.
Do you think it's like a 4-position Beastmaster, or is this an offlaner?
Could be mid. Could be a mid or a support.
Because I know good like Cloud9 love to run heroes like Beastmaster and Lycan, well, mainly Lycan with Batrider. So if they wanted to run it as a support, there's some potential for Bat Bombs here, I guess.
It's definitely a possibility.
No Tinkerino, sadly. How sad is it? You've got Team Tinker, a lot of great Tinker players, but the hero is just not in vogue right now.
I don't think the hero's even that bad. It's just really hard to play. You can't catch up. If you just get shut down too hard, it's like you can't just be like, hey, I'm going to go Ancient and get my bots in 30 seconds.
And the heroes that are popular right now are all ancient beasts, like Bristleback, Tidehunter, Axe.
All these
types of
tanky
heroes.
cores.
Yeah. The beasts, the beefcakes.
Yeah. Zeus.
What do you make of this?
It's. I mean, I'm assuming it's probably going to be mid, but I don't know. It could be a support. We've been seeing it run like that pretty often. But it's interesting. If you Thunder Guards Raft or like Lightning Bolt, they can scout out the Hawk easier, so they know if there's vision on them.
10 seconds.
I'm sure that's probably the burst damage is quite nice versus the Troll. Pretty interesting pickup there.
Yeah, good with the Axe as well. You want to kill someone like quickly during a Berserker's Call, so there's some good synergy there.
You just drop him down really low quickly, and he can get some easy dunks. And we have an Invoker.
Wow, Tinker just all about this burst damage right now with the Sunstrike, the right clicks. You I feel like you Venge stun somebody and they're just dead unless they get graved or have some sort of escape mechanism here.
Oh, do I have to open my mic for Dota TV, or is it going through you?
No. Sorry, you should turn on open mic.
Okay.
My bad, I forgot to tell you.
No, it's cool. I just saw someone say something in chat, so.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. Fire LD. That one's on me. Also, for those who are wondering, there is a Dota TV ticket, but it's not in the store yet. So if you want to watch, it's free. Just go to the community tab, search for either 4Anchors or Tinker, and you just click on one of the players and choose watch game. So
I'll be right back 2 seconds. Dog's going crazy.
Okay. I heard him getting excited earlier. 4Anchors now looking for their 5th ban, and a lot of this ban is going to come down to what role they think the Beastmaster will play. It would be pretty greedy to run the Beastmaster Venge both as supports, it feels, but they'll ban a Batrider, so they are expecting as I mentioned, very good with the Beastmaster for the BOT shenanigans all over the map, and it will be denied to Tinker here, as they will remove a hero for 4Anchors. Also, for 4 anchors, a question. Is it a support Zeus? Is it a
10
core Zeus?
seconds remaining.
It really could go either way in terms of their draft. They have
5
room for
seconds
another
remaining.
core or another support, depending on how they want to look to run this. And Tinker going to have to make that call here in just a few moments.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
How have you been anyway?
Good. Good, man.
Starlighter missed you.
10 seconds
I missed
remaining.
Starladder, although I think my liver thanked me for not going.
Radiant team picked.
Yeah, probably.
Did Vlad rope you into some vodka shenanigans?
No, actually, it was pretty fine. I didn't really drink till like the last day and didn't really go ham, so it's okay.
Just turkey mode, not ham mode.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I was
Gotcha.
kind of turkey.
Or maybe
Ush, though.
chicken is more appropriate.
Ush though.
Osh went ham?
10 seconds.
Okay, I
remaining.
think so, man.
Okay.
I think he had a rough flight.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
well, it doesn't surprise me. Well, you got to learn at some point, right? So we're going to see an Ogre ban from Tinker. They think this is a core Zeus for 4 anchors. And they remove another support.
10 seconds remaining.
Also, I want to point out
Interesting.
the Bat Rider ban.
Yeah,
5
I think that was a good ban.
seconds remaining.
I still think that hero's super strong. Like, no matter what, even if there's like Avenge or
Riot
anything,
team
or Dazzle and whatnot.
Oh, man. Look at these frontline monsters. The Jug, Axe, Tidehunter, the Beefcakes are out in force. And, well, Tinker, I guess, lay their cards on the table. Is it actually a support Beastmaster? Are they looking to even run this as a core like you brought up earlier?
I guess we'll find out really soon. But the one thing that Team Tinker has like a ton of push and a lot of ways to kill the
10
healing ward,
seconds
and
remaining.
4AC doesn't really have the best push in general. So if they're
5
trying to like
seconds
siege, I feel like it's gonna be pretty easy for Tinker to like either just split up the map, go for pickoffs and stuff, and they'll be able to trade much
Reserve
better.
time.
Final
5
pick
seconds
about to
remaining.
come out here. And it's a Tuskar from Tinker. All right,
Ooh.
something fresh. So we see the Venge Tusk, very strong dual roam. The Bulldog 1-position troll, it looks like. The Koikfa Invoker, I imagine. And
Yep.
Sing Sing is on support, so I guess Flo is Bulba. Man, these players just refuse to use their real names.
Always, man. I thought it was supposed to change all theirs when we're in the game. Oh, it's not ticketed, you were saying, or?
It's not ticketed, so that may
That's
be
why.
that
Okay.
may be why. Unfortunately, I should have thrown on a random ticket to save myself the pain and suffering.
I like this though. Maybe this is maybe Tusk is a way to deal with Axe. He grabs your teammates, you just like ball them up and throw them in there. I don't know. Try to get them out of the taunt with the snowball.
Yeah, could be. Also, 4 anchors just kind of looking to just kill people during call, and you disrupt that. Maybe you can swap somebody out. You bring in the reinforcements.
I was also kind of saying it at Starlighter. I think Empire picked the Tuskar with Troll. I think it's insanely strong with it because for the most part, what does Troll want? He needs someone to bring him in there, someone to close the gap, and Tuskar puts you right next to them,
Prepare for
so you're able
battle.
to just unleash the maximum amount of DPS and everything afterwards. So it's pretty interesting.
All right. Well, with that, we get underway, guys. This is our second best of 3, our final one of the day for the Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup, brought to you by Beyond the Summit. I'm LD. He's Fogged, and let's introduce our teams here. Well, I'll start with the dire side. Jarek's going to be playing the support Tusk, the new, at least officially speaking, the new drafter. Though, like you said, it's more of a team thing with this squad. You've got the Beastmaster for Bulba in the 3 position with the early Stout Shield picked up. Bulldongarino standing in, at least for now, on the Troll, though maybe he's more of a permanent addition in reality. Sing Sing now on a support role playing that Venge, and it will be the Koikfa Invoker. He's got the early Null Tally, and let's see where he looks to head. For now, up towards the top room. You wanna give it a shot on 4 anchors?
No, man, that's all you.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So we've got Trixie on the Axe. Pretty sure about that one. Valix on the Dazzle. I guess this is Matumba Man on the Jug. Does that sound right? I feel like I'm just throwing darts in the dark.
I'm just gonna stay quiet, dude. That's all you. I have no clue really.
Oh man, I don't really have a clue either. Is this Boogie on the Zeus? Oh, I don't know, man.
Oh, some nice body blocks by Jarex.
For now, we'll just stick with their names that they've just chosen to use for this particular game. Hodor getting harassed a bit, but Jarex will get aggressive on him. He's actually got the boots first, and he continues to chase. He's got another Ice Shards cooling down soon. And Hodor, even with the Stout, is going to take a lot of harassment from this Jarex. Well, known for his Earth Spirit roaming, but doing something very similar early with this Tuskar.
Yep, let's see how they want to use their two supports. If they want to just go for some nice roaming action or just secure that Troll's Prime. Probably just secure the Troll in the beginning.
So it is a core Zeus in the end. They're going to run him in the mid lane. The Axe going to the jungle, kind of reminiscent of how a few teams are playing. I think most notably eHome in China. They love to run like just a one support lineup, throw someone in the jungle, and just play a bit greedier in the laning stage. So we'll see something similar from 4 Anchors here.
Yeah, Trixie's been playing the support on this team lately, I'm pretty sure, so it's kind of like a 4-axe.
Yeah, this is like something Mushi has been doing, although he's normally like Ursa or Bloodseeker, like not... Inflame does it as well for the team, so kind of reminiscent in terms of the playstyle.
Yeah, for sure.
In theory, the Venge Tusk can punish this. Just very good roamers early, but for now they're tri-laning to try and deal with Hodor. A fitting name for this big watermelon in the offlane.
Yeah, I haven't really been seeing too much Tidehunter.
Any particular reason you think for that? Is it
definitely the 25 range nerf, right? No, yeah. I'm not really too sure. I guess just it's hard for the Tide to really just like get any experience, even if he can get those ancient stacks. Like everybody's been playing kind of this just death ball meta again.
Hodor! He gets
looking in trouble.
Chased out by Bulldogarino. Hodor. Oh,
Hodor. Hodor down.
Hodor down, indeed. So, your offlane Tidehunter, not off to the best start. Doesn't have any ancient stacks just yet. We're only 2 minutes in. And meanwhile, mid lane, Nymphy is going to snag a nice regen in here on the Zeus. So, this will put Koikfa under constant duress. He has gone for the 2 points in Quas for the early regen against the lightning spam, but I don't know if any number of points in Quas will be enough for a regenerate Zeus.
Yeah, definitely not. Once that Zeus gets like level 4, Koikfa's going to get pushed out a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a Stefaria Salve or even walk back to Fountain at some point, but he is CSing well. And speaking of CSing, Trixie already level 4. He's completed the Tranquil Boots. Off to a hot start on the Axe. Well, almost. He's just got like 150 gold until the Reign of Regen.
Yep, he's doing pretty well. Oh man, he actually takes out Koikfa in mid.
Oh.
That regen rune being put to work. He has boots and Koikfa didn't bring anything out.
I did not catch that one. My bad.
He just ran him down. Literally just chain lightning, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Yeah, he has no boots yet on the Invoker, so definitely hurts him. It's Quas Exhort, you're pretty slow to begin with.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen. I looked away for like a moment and he just exploded.
Well, Zeus often a hero that you just try to get your levels on early, but if you can get a solo kill like that, you're in really good shape.
Yeah, and this Axe is having a really good time. He's had some good spawns. Tranquil Boots are already coming out to him soon.
Hodor under the gun as Jerax as well as Bulldogarino are going to chase him now with the Ice Shards. They'll get the kill again. Nice move there. And meanwhile, Sing Sing, he's been stacking off in the woods. He's got a double stack now, wants to make it a triple. Something this Beastmaster can maybe look to farm for Bulba later. Potentially the Troll can come in and clear these up. So, a little bit more priority in the jungle and the just getting their levels up on their supports for now, it looks like.
That's the beauty of like having the Troll too. I mean, he's just such a strong laner that you don't really need 3 people to kill someone normally because that Troll is going to be constantly harassing. And Bulldog's going for a solo kill. 2 bashes. Oh, and he's going to get him. Wow.
Dives in the top tower, kills off the Tidehunter, the 3rd death. Although he does end up getting the gold, but it's after he's died already.
Yeah. Wow. That was pretty aggressive by Bulldog there. The salve actually is the only reason that Bulldog ended up dying.
Well, good thing he went for it now, because if he goes for that in about, like, after this creep, basically, Zeus is level 6 and just kills him during the tower dive.
Yeah.
So we'll have to play a little more carefully now.
I thought the Dazzle was going to port and try to save him, but I guess he doesn't want to use a port this early in the game.
Yeah, Valix is level 3 now. He's got 1 point in each ability, and for the Tidehunter, Axoff farming the stacks in his own woods, so there's really no comeback being set up right now for Hodor. He's kind of up against it.
Yeah, it looks like the Zeus was a little afraid of getting ganked, so he just throws out the nice random Zeus ulti. But he catches Sing Sing going to ward the jungle. Yeah,
they immediately ping it out, maybe not knowing exactly. Actually, they have a ward here, so They know exactly what he's up to, and this one should be fairly quickly dewarded. He's put 3 sentries. He wants to block some camps.
Yeah, they really want to block some camps.
Man, that's some heavy commitment. Well, he's going to walk into Trixie here. He's got his ultimate online. If he gets off a call and gets just, doesn't even need it, he can just chop. He will. Sing Sing. After that Zeus ulti, he still plays very aggressive in the enemy woods.
That's definitely not what you want to give. This Axe is about to be level 7. It's not even 6 minutes in. Top lane.
Getting harassed. The snowball comes out. There's your Grave TP. Pretty early Grave, but it'll secure the retreat in the end.
Yeah. But yeah, Trixie's going to have a pretty quick Blick Dagger coming up in this game.
And he's your leader in CS, obviously, some of these jungle creeps, but the level progression has just been great on the Axe. Tied for highest level with his own Zeus, with the enemy Invoker and Troll ahead of the Jug. And that may change soon with the Invoker Midas. Still a good timing here for Mr. Koikfa, especially considering that he gave up that solo kill earlier.
Yeah, he was still last hitting fine, and it's you know, it can happen if you don't see the regen rune. He got kind of just played too aggressive.
So comparing our off lanes here, Bulba. Is there gonna be a bash on Hodor? Oh, he barely TP's out. He's playing with fire though. Meanwhile, Sing Sing dropping a ward mid, but he's spotted by the creeps, and they immediately start shooting at him. I don't know. These ward movements by Sing Sing have been very bold.
They feel forced. It seems like instead of him like doing it naturally.
At the same time, 4 anchors have not denied any of these yet. So the one that was placed earlier in the jungle, there's sentries on the Dazzle. Let's see, is he going to get this first one? Oh, that's one so far. They may get a double deny on him with the next ward over towards the mid lane.
You know what's really nice about this Beastmaster up lane? Even if the Juggernaut tries to Omni, he just summons up the Boar and the Hawk.
Yeah, we've seen a lot. Nymphy mid. This is trouble. He pops his ult though, but it's right as the snowfall comes and they just got a rage. Hello, Nymphy. He gets blasted and everybody gonna retreat out.
Nice.
He was so close. Jerax may. Oh, he's gonna bring in the sigil. Trixie slowed down a bit.
Should be fine.
Well, he sticks around for an Omni.
Uh-oh.
Not
Just
so much.
kidding.
You jinxed him.
Yeah, it looked like he was gonna run away, and then he just turned around and ran right into him. Oh well. I guess
but
he
yeah,
didn't expect
to go back to your point about the Beastmaster, it seems like one of the big strengths of the Jug is just that he snowballs on these enemy offlaners, right? Like he starts getting solo kills, then he has his Mask of Madness, he can start walking around the map killing other lanes, and everything kind of crumbles like a house of cards from there. But if your offlaner's not dying, then the Jug is significantly less scary.
Yeah, Bulba's having a really good time. He's got some good levels under him, beating the Tidehunter by a good amount, and he's got some creeps as well.
No points in Inner Beast. Obviously something you can go back for later. It seems like the Boar Hawk build is a lot more popular now ever since the change where they have separate cooldowns.
Yeah, and especially because you get the Boar earlier on. Now that changes as well. He's got it maxed. Looks like they want to set up a kill on Jug.
They know the Omni's on cooldown. Can they get in range here? They're prepping. They have a Roar. But there's a Dazzle in position right now. Dire team does not see this, though, as they got dewarded earlier. And they're actually going to go aggressively onto Bulba. Lightning Bolt thrown out. Now he turns with the Roar. Sunstrike coming in hot. He gets blown up by the Axes. Can't even react in time. And now your Jug on the run will be finished off. He did buy his Mask of Madness, and well, unfortunately too late to save him there. Zeus
I
ulti
think he expected all 3 of them to be down there, too. Interesting.
Well, they've been a little bit... It's been 4v5 recently as the Axe is trying to complete his Blink, but I guess now that he has it online, 4 anchors will be looking for Trixie to kind of turn this game around.
He'll probably go for a gank on Bulldog. Unless they need to defend this bottom tower, which could be the issue.
Tower is slowly being sieged here by the Beastmaster now. Bringing out the Boar. Just continuing to work
setting up on top. Let's see if it's successful.
Tidehunter was shown just a moment ago in lane, and your Jug wraps around looking for the backstab on Bulldog. Nothing else really going on for the Dire side. He's back near the tower. This could be trouble. Dire team. Oh, Mask of Madness popped, and the Blink Call comes out. Now the Omni Slash kill secured, chopped down as well. Nicely done by Trixie, now trying to scurry away to safety. They do have a Ravage, but not much to follow it up. Hodor not going to get stunned by that snowball.
That's the beauty of Axe, honestly. Like, you get the kill and you can just disengage so easily because of the movement speed.
Yeah, or you go for 2 if you have the opportunity.
Looks like they want another.
And the other beauty of this hero,
trouble.
he can always fight. He's going in again, gets the call on Jerax. Follow-up coming in from the Jug, and he snowballs, but spun down by Trixie. 3-0-0. Still up near the top in terms of CS. And making plays happen around the map for Team 4 Anchors.
Why? I actually like never really pay attention too much to it, but Coldblade is 60 mana. That's insane. I feel like it should be a lot
all of
higher
Axe's
in
mana
Ultimate.
costs are quite low. He doesn't have a single spell over 100.
Yeah, it's like level 11, it's 120, but it's still extremely low.
Yeah, and normally at that point you've got like your point booster or some sort of mana item.
They do end up getting that top tower, but Boba's having a pretty free time down bottom. He's almost got his first Necro book, and he got quite a lot of damage on their tier 1.
Tidehunter has Ravage. They have a Sunstrike ready if they want to make a play here, though, and it looks like that's what they want to do.
They want him.
Got to be careful. Lightning thrown out, though. The Zeus scouting again paying off.
Both teams just seem pretty aware of all these like ganks going on, because even Bulldog top knew that the gank was coming, but he got caught by it.
The map, even when the Zeus dies mid, he's just a half second late on the ulti. In general, it really does feel like they're both very aware of the opponent's movements.
Yeah, for sure. Now it looks like the Jug's starting to pressure the mid lane a bit. Don't know if Team Tinker will want to react because Bulba has no mana. He's going to return to base though.
Still waiting for that first Ravage here from 4 Anchors. And, no, it's not going to happen mid, as the real action is top lane. A hasted Zeus walks in. Troll, oh, if he sticks around one more wave, he's in all kinds of trouble. Blinking forwards, oh, maybe not. Axe actually going to show himself, and then Bulldog Areno just going to TP out. Just jump the gun a little bit there.
Just a little bit. Tidehunter does pick up his arcane boots now. He was looking pretty naked.
Can this Tuskar pick continue to make things happen? He's looking a little bit impoverished right now. Just the boots, magic stick, almost down with the enemy dazzle. Although they're looking for a jump. Oh, he gets off the Blade Fury. Sunstrike coming out, not going to really offer too much here. Still, they throw out the axes, and with the Necro Book, he's forced to TP out. They'll call. Trixie will collect some additional gold. He gets 200 in his pockets, and they can't really follow it up.
Yeah, nice rotations. Forced a reaction at least with that, but they did end up expending the roar. Yeah, we have a book up on Bulba already. Very fast for offlane, 13-minute book 1. Koikva's gonna have his own book too. Is this the solution to Axe? Just get a bunch of books and throw them on him?
Well, he may have to go for some sort of BKB here. For now, he gets a Vitality booster, though.
Well, looks like they want to go on bottom again. Sunstrike, Axes, and...
Oh, he gets the turnaround dunk. Now he's fast. Can they even kill him off? No, he blinks away to safety. Trixie, what a player.
What was that, 6 HP? Oh, Lord.
The value Tranquil boots, the value Vit booster. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the Vit booster is just really just securing his life. He's farmed.
This is supposed to be a 4-position Axe. Not any longer.
Zeus going for the rune. He's probably going to go down here.
Cold Snap. There's no Ravage as Tidehunter is currently out of mana. He was farming his Ancient stack, and he's unable to assist. The Zeus has been good for scouting, but not really much else.
Pretty crazy just checking a rune like that versus these heroes. You don't really see Avenge or Invoker on the map at all, because Koikva's just been jungling.
That's okay. Trixie is on the case. He goes in with the Blink Call. He's going to connect up. Bulldog tries to pull him back into the tower, but there's no real follow-up for this, so just going to dunk a creep in Anguish.
Yeah, they didn't want to overcommit because they haven't seen the Tidehunter just get ravaged. Still hasn't been a ravage at this game.
It's been a very quiet game for the Tidehunter. To be fair, he died 3 times early, but they have other heroes to initiate. Like, they have the Axe to go in first, even the Jug maybe in some cases, and it's just been Tinker spreading the map. They haven't really gotten to group up much. I guess he's just waiting to complete his blink at this point.
Yeah, it's still quite a ways away though. Maybe this is why we haven't been seeing Tide. It's just, very hard for this hero to get that Blink Dagger if you have a rough time in the lanes.
And I feel like Tinker are just not... They're trying to play a kind of tempo that Tide doesn't really excel at. All these little engagements, Sunstrike pickoffs, Roar pickoffs, split pushing here or there. Yeah, sure, you can Ravage one hero, but, you know, these fights, it's just like hit and run tactics, really. And they'll now Zeus ulti again. Maybe worried about a potential Roshan. Radiant Vision right now is fairly dark on that side of the map.
Bulldog went Exchange before the Yasha. Guess he just wants to have a little bit more HP.
Yeah, he's against the Zeus, I guess. Calling Blade.
Yeah. I feel like he could have made a play under the Roshan, but it's so difficult versus the constant Zeus ult spamming.
Do you think
he does have a book 3.
Do you go for it now that they just ulted? Looks like that's the play.
Looks like that's the play, yeah. Sing Sing went stats on Venge. 1-2-1 and stats.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, maybe it was a misclick.
They're going to try to contest this one, though. Zeus ulti or not, they're walking on in. Bringing in the Axe, the Tidehunter as well. Tide a bit low in mana, though. He's now up to 450. Fairly healthy, and the roast drops low. Commitment comes out. There's a big 2-hero call. They Ravage follow up as well. The swap out. Not sure if it's going to be enough. Sing Sing going down. And Axe on the case. Meatball flies through, but they just keep on pursuing forward, looking for more and more chops. They've got another dunk ready. Can he get in range? Blade Fury tries to turn around with the snowball, and now he has to move forward, but they actually managed to turn it with auto attacks. The minions stacking up. Hodor slowly being kited and controlled. The rest of the team on the run. It's the Axe who's healthy and just not coming into the fight. Looked like he had a triple dunk waiting for him, but
yeah, I thought he was
that friggin' sigil. He just couldn't get in range.
That was weird though. Jarak, I think he could have just turned and blinked and tried to dunk Jarax and gotten out probably right away, but I guess he just wants to survive and they want to take minimal losses, but that fight was looking very good for 4AC, and then I guess who bought back there? Venge buyback?
Yeah, Venge buyback.
Kind of turns it around, and now Koikva's #1 on the net worth, 9K.
Yeah, that's a farmed Invoker. Necro 3 complete, as you mentioned. Midas continues to just bring in piles and piles of gold, and well, Zeus will ulti, but unable to get a kill. It's fun. It does feel like, you know, it's like Zeus ult, please. Oh, we have a Zeus, but his ult's on cooldown.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Trixie's getting pretty close to a Blade Mail on top of his Vanguard, quite farmed. Bobo almost has book 3 on the Beastmaster. That's going to be really devastating. Oh man.
He's stealing their Ancients.
Glorious.
This is delicious gold. If he can get it, though, Trixie's going to call. He'll be Magic Missile. It's only a level 1 Magic Missile, but he dunks the first Ancient, now tries to run.
Too bad he didn't buy before he died. That would have been huge.
Yeah, he actually... Oh, he has the broadsword now, at least, so...
Yeah, he bought it a little bit after he died, so he lost like 400 gold there, but took a whole ancient stack. Not sure if it's worth dying, because now they're probably going to lose a tower here.
Just Trixie things.
They could even probably lose 2 towers here. Are the books up? Yeah, they are.
There's no Ravage for 25, yeah, that's probably 2 towers. This is without even Poppy Battle Trance. This lineup pushes hard. You blow your ultimates, you're taking significant losses to your territory.
Yeah, book 3 now coming out for the Beastmaster. It's coming on the career.
The Sigil flying high is a Vanguard, and well, Hawk will be dealt with by Tidehunter, but Jarek's trying to trap him out. Hodor just gonna sidestep that. Who knew this guy was so deft on his feet? As an Omni Slash will connect on Sing Sing. The Hawk tanks a little bit there, though.
Oh no,
Jug in trouble. Sunstrike coming out. Well, he's Blade Furied, but still ends up going down. Meanwhile, Trixie, with a quick chop, brings down the Venge. But tower ends up dropping, so 2 towers for all that, and that's going to be where it ends. A support for a Jug.
Yep. Bulldog now finished up his SNY, so he's got Phase, SNY, Mask of Death, and a Bassi. Probably going to just go finish up the Vlads.
How are you feeling about the overall state of the game? Like, you look at Tinker, tons of late game with all these auras and right click. Do you think 4 anchors have answers for it, or are they really up against it right now?
I think it's going to be really hard for 4AC. The Zeus is just really underfarmed. He does have a Blink Dagger and all, but 2 of their cores are just extremely, extremely underfarmed. And the Jug is going to have a really hard game. He's just going to get roared, and then they're just going to completely focus him with everything. They have a lot of physical damage on Tinker too, so if he spins at all, he's just going to die.
And this is what we saw from Cloud9 when they were running the the no-tail Chen. Maybe an early harbinger of like the quote-unquote like counter to Juggernaut. They would just get mass stacks of, you know, summons, and then the Omni Slash is quite useless in fights. And we're kind of seeing a similar idea here with the double Necros, the Forge Spirits, the Beastmaster summons. Uh-oh. Nymphy. That's a dead Zeus. Kaboom.
The meatball just in case, you know.
Just in case.
And Blink Dagger picked up for Quakefoot too, so some more mobility for him.
He's already level 14.
Look at that net worth, 12k.
Remember when he got solo killed by Zeus? That's been a while. Or it's been a while since then, I should say.
Yeah, oh, Jerax getting blocked by the creeps. He's trying to go for a kill on the Dazzle with the Sunstrike falling in. That's the beauty of it. This Tuskar can just go around looking for solo pickoffs with Sunstrikes.
Yeah, they're just doing a good job of spreading the map, and now they're getting to the point where they can deathball. The summons are out. They've got another Necro 3 ready to go, and here comes the onslaught. A massive pile of units plowing down this lane. Meanwhile, bottom onto Jerax, they will go. Walrus punches the Jug, then is going to snowball to the left and try to retreat out here. Jug on the chase. Can Jerax juke through the trees? They're even going to commit a Zeus ulti for this one. Meanwhile, top lane, they went in and they managed to pop up the Sages. But coming back will be Quakefa, and he's got a fresh lease on life, ready to go for round 2.
Trixie just got roared and blown up instantly. And then Tidehunter came in a bit late, but he does have his Blink Dagger finished up. But yeah, they do kill Trixie off almost instantly and don't really lose anything and gain a tower out of it. So just more just going in the way of Team Tinker.
They lose the Aegis, but it doesn't really matter because it was about to expire anyway.
Yeah. Quakefa just getting richer. The rich getting richer, the poor are getting poorer.
This Jug will end up split push. He forces out a Glyph, but Tinker there to defend. They hold all of their outer towers except for the tier 1 top. Well, in the meantime, the map control for 4 anchors is slipping away now. They have just a tier 1 bottom. They're sitting 4 towers behind. Only 22 minutes in.
Yeah, and that's rough. When you're this far behind on towers versus a troll, and especially a Beastmaster too, you just can't really make offensive plays that often because there's just a Hulk on top of you, and then there's probably people sitting behind whoever you go on.
They're kind of restricted here. You see them farming their own neutrals as 3-4, just slaying mud golems. Well, meanwhile, Venge is getting aggressive bottom. Off in the dire jungle is Quakefa. Farming Ancients is Bulldog. Mid being controlled by Jerax. Tigger just starting to get more off the map in general. And with that, they pull ahead. 7,500 gold lead. Only a 2,000 experience lead, though, which is actually not very much, all things considered.
Yeah, but they can just play much more aggressive. They can just, throw the axes down the lane, then just run away. They can all farm all over the place. They're farming Ancients, they're farming one lane, they're farming another lane, they're farming the jungle somewhere else. Just pretty much all going in their favor.
And they definitely use that farm well. Invoker can get a Hex next. Your Beastmaster, plenty of room to grow. Maybe we see like an Assault Caress for him or the Troll coming out at some point.
Jerax mid. Are they going to use a Ravage for this?
Just for it. I feel like you use Ravage for Tusk and then Tinker just 5-man down mid.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted to. They smoked him up and everything. But yeah, that's definitely not the play.
Maybe if you get 2 mid. Maybe they're waiting to see if someone else shows themselves.
Yeah, for sure. They need to get it. They need to use this Ravage though. I mean, they've had one so far this game, but they do have the Blink Dagger now, so the opportunities will come. And Tuskar does finish up his Blink.
All right, it's time for some big saves from Jerax. Now has the max snowball to work with. Let's see if he can make something happen. It's insane as well as Bulba moving towards mid. There's an Invis rune up on Hodor, and he may get eyeballs on them soon. You can see Jug goes back for a BKB, but they've got answers for this on Tinker. Bash, Roar, Swap, Polar Punch. Maybe a Hex later on just to disable him before he uses it.
Probably coming out pretty soon. Quakefa's got Boots of Travels, Bulba has Boots of Travel, so let's see if we see some bots to the Hawk pretty soon, and it looks like it's going to happen bottom lane.
Looking for the
Double
TPN.
bots.
Oh boy. Hello! Hello, Kali. He's surrounded. He'll be roared. Now he eats the meatball. Crimson Guard pop to little avail. He'll end up going down. Just too easy.
He even threw the EMP there. What a player, Koikfa.
Just to let him know that he could. They still haven't gotten the tower mid, unbelievably. And they just keep on like parking 3 heroes here and trying to force it. Tinker with the BOTs, they can gank and then still be back mid to defend.
Yep. How awful is my mic being?
That sounds okay to me. I think you're maybe a little too close to it. It's like some popping noises, but it's not too bad.
It's pretty far, yeah, I don't know. Whatever, I'm blaming Mumble.
Sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
I forgive you for your mic woes.
It's all good. Now they're just deathballing down bottom lane. Tidehunter's getting in position.
Oh, kills a Necrobook. Instantly down to the 3rd HP with the axes. And there's still some Necro minions here going strong. They deploy a Wave of Terror. Jerax in position for some sort of initiation if he wants it. They will get a tower at least top lane for the Juggernaut, but meanwhile, tier 3 taking about half HP in damage.
Yeah, and Bulldog's just farming away. Haven't really felt too much impact from the Troll, though, to be honest, even though he's farming really hard.
I feel like the Troll's impact is kind of subtle if he's not the one getting all the kills. You know, he pops the ult, they take a tower faster, they farm an Ancient stack quicker. But yeah, it's not like that man mode, you know, beast Troll, like we saw from Havost, where he 1v4'd some fools in DAC Europe.
Yeah.
It's been a quieter Troll game. All right.
Not much happening.
Yeah, just patient map control from Tinker. 4 anchors desperately trying to force some sort of fight, but they just don't have the mobility to do it, it feels. Tinker always one step ahead of them. They can split push if they don't want to fight. They can jump heroes who are off on their own. They get the lanes pushed in, so the 4 anchors have to come back and defend. The next Roche is up, but it's tough to see 4 anchors getting in position to contest it. Because if you're Tinker, you just wait until the lanes are pushed out, someone TP's top, then you go into the pit.
Yeah. Tinker has really nice wards out too. Look at that. One like in the base, one on top of the hill, another one in the lane randomly bottom. Just dominating their map control.
It is really good map control for them. And they're looking for another jump. They catch out the Jug, he gets off a Blade Fury. He does have Omni Slash, but there's enough heroes here to just fight him, and he gets roared, dealt with almost instantly. He falls. The Medallion certainly helping out, and everybody scrambling the defenses. That Jug died during like a 1.5 seconds of Blade Fury.
That's what I was saying, man. If you Blade Fury versus this lineup, you're just gonna get bursted.
It actually was not a Hex. It's I mentioned AC for Beastmaster or Troll, but it's Koikfa who goes for it.
Yeah, they want to end the game right now, then. They're just going to brute force it.
Here comes the man mode. Tide will try to clear out these initial creeps, and he's got to back off. Even Trixie can't fight Flong against them. They take down the tier 3. Tinker leading in this game 1, looking to make it a 1-0 advantage. They force out a Jug buyback. They almost kill off the melee racks. Not quite, though. There's creeps actually back at the tier 2 on their side of the lane that has to be addressed. Still, it's just so easy for them.
Somebody cut the wave there and I wasn't paying attention?
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess that must have happened.
Uh-oh. A little bit of pressure here coming out onto the Invoker. They Zeus ulti, but he blinks out. And Koikfa continues to be a menace all around the map.
Yeah, just 4AC just can't get on the opposite side of the map. They're just constantly on their side and can't do any aggressive plays.
They just feel like they've always got more heroes in the fights. They always get the jump, and well, speaking of which, now Hodor trapped out. Grave was thrown out here to try and keep him alive. He'll turn, and then they swap out the Invoker, heading to the right, trying to retreat out as Koikfa. He has a Blink Dagger if he can get it off relatively soon. Roshan was taken during this time, grabbed by the Troll. So they commit Ravage, they don't get a kill. Now the Roshan is down. If you're Tinker, you just, maybe you don't even heal, but at worst you go heal, and then you look for a lane of Rags.
Yep, taking out the Dazzle in mid. Koikfa's just backing up the heal. He's going to bots in, and they're probably just going to go straight for that bottom Rex. And I don't think there's anything 4AC can do anything about it.
And, of course, they have BOTs, so Koikfa will be right back. Ultimate Orb picked up. They're just bull rushing this middle lane. All 3 of their cores are on top, and Tinker just Looks like it's entirely their game at this point.
Yeah, they looked a little bit sloppy in the beginning, but just the overall strategy of their draft, owning.
Here comes the troll, gets the bash on Nymphy, then the follow-up polar punch, walrus punch, and will end up getting the kill. In the meantime, Bulldog will snipe the healing ward. Nicely done now. Backing off, the Jug tries to throw out an Omni Slash, but to little avail as he just gets bash lorded. Now, that's 3 down. Make it 4. Hodor dealt with. It's just all over for ASC. They don't have a chance against this right click.
Yeah, this is for sure the game. There's nothing up at all.
Now a desperation play from Trixie, but there's your snowball. And now your walrus punch. Take that. And take that as well. And dead. It's a team wipe. With buybacks on the axe, the Jug from earlier, there's just no hope. GG.
Single core Jug versus a Beastmaster and everything. Just really difficult game for 4AC to come to win. They needed the snowball in their lanes, have an incredible start with the Zeus. Just wasn't the case.
They really had just a solid game plan for the Jug, and just in general, the whole draft felt very well constructed. The Tuskar was good against the Axe initiations. I think it could have been good against the Ravages if there were ever any opportunities for Ravage, but it never really came to that. Even Omni Slash it could be good against in theory.
Yeah.
Well, Tinker take game 1 rather easily, guys. It is a best of 3. Coming up next will be game 2. 4 anchors, well, for now, they're struggling a little bit, but they've got a shot at redemption here. They'll try to take down their old teammate Jerax, currently captaining and drafting for Tinker after this. I'm LD, he's Fogged. You can follow him on Twitter at FoggedDota. And with that said, the Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup resumes in just a few moments. Stick around.